Before we get started, just a quick disclaimer. This podcast is for educational purposes only. For legal and financial advice, please seek help from a licensed professional. Thank you. Today's show is also sponsored by IAR Property Solutions. If you're looking to sell, buy, or renovate your property, IAR will be by your side through the merry real estate ride. Welcome to the Humble Hustle Podcast. My name is Antoine Basquiat, and I will be your host for today's episode.
Get it cracking up. But this is what's up, man. I'm excited to do this. I was like, hell yeah, boy.
Yeah, man. I think it's gonna be pretty good, man. You might even want to do another one.
Fact. Hey, no, that's fact.
But let me go ahead and give you your flowers, man, because to be honest, Josh, I don't know how much you know about Lionel and how much you kind of gone over the notes and everything like that. But this man right here, his focus, his drive is incredibly insane. He can go to sleep at 3 a.m. and wake up at 4 a.m.
Ready to
nothing
go.
happened. Ready to go. And this man, listen, Lionel Rice, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, man. You got a long list of accolades down your list, So correct me if I'm wrong. Feel free to correct me. You got all these letters. You got MS, LAT, ATC, PSC, CES. For those people that don't know, he's gone to a lot of schooling. Master of Science, that's what that is. Licensed athletic trainer, certified athletic trainer, performance enhancement specialist, corrective exercise specialist. Originally from Bronx, New York.
Yeah, you know what's up.
Currently in Salt Lake City, Utah. He attended King's College, where we first met, played football together.
Yeah, bro.
Penn West, California, A.T. Still University of Health and Science. That's where, you got a bachelor's, a master's, and a doctorate. So you got to add that DR too.
Yeah,
athletic training.
Yeah, man. Yep.
Not only from the professional level, but started in the collegiate level of King's College, California University of Pennsylvania, Bethune-Cookman University, University of Texas at San Antonio, and UNT Health Science at San Antonio, Michigan State University, and on the professional level, Minnesota Vikings, Jacksonville Jaguars, and currently Utah Jazz. Did I get it everything?
You got it all, man. You got it all. That doctorate, I did finish the doctorate, so the only thing that I keep forgetting, bro, appreciate it, man. So I finished that. It's funny because couple, I just, me, I'm a super humble person, but like when students be emailing me that want to know more about this, they be like, Dr. Rice, and I'll be like, shit, I got to change that on all my platforms. I'll be forgetting. I just know somebody that wanted me to be on the education committee for our profession organization, and they was like, hey, you got to add doctor, and I was like, oh, shit, I forgot. I shouldn't forget what the amount of damn work it was, but yeah.
Well, it's like at least it was a few years, right? Like I feel like you've been doing it for a while.
But I did it in 2.5. So I started in 2022, March 2022, and I finished in June 2024. So yeah, bro, like it's crazy, dude. It's crazy. I appreciate it.
Now you can tell your students and then our audience just watch this podcast and they'll explain it right now, because right now, first question up is really just for the people that don't know, just in your own words, just explain to us what is athletic training.
So the biggest thing, man, I'm is with athletic training, it's something that's a special, very, very special profession, man. Like it gives back to you in many ways. The one thing I always say is that, it gives back to you in many ways, more than monetarily, more than, money in your pockets type profession. And as much schooling as we go through, bro, like it's something that's been fighting for, disclaimer, has been something that's been really, it's a topic that's been fought for so much in our profession, of the amount of hours, the amount of sacrifice that we do each day. But I say that to say this, athletic training is a service profession, it's so cool. And the experiences that we are given when you have so much passion in this, and when you have, the drive, and you have the proper intentions, no matter what level it is, when you become an athletic trainer, you realize that you want to do more for other people than yourself. You want to become
Mm-hmm.
selfless. And, I feel like that's kind of the highest, stage in life that you could reach when you could give so much to other people other than, obviously than just your family and your loved ones. You could give so much to other people that you just met in a matter of a week. Like, it's crazy. So, that's just from that standpoint of personal, but professionally, athletic trainers, we're healthcare providers, man. Like, we are the first ones on the scene. We got the best seats in the house when it comes down to sporting events. Like, we're the first ones that see a player at their highest success, but we also see an athlete at their lowest. Like,
Mm-hmm.
we when somebody gets injured and what they love is taken from them. Like, we were athletes, bro. You know how it is, man. Like,
Yeah.
when you in it to win it, and you pouring everything into it, and something's taken away from you very temporarily that you love, or that's putting money in your pockets, we're the ones that need to get them back, we're also huge advocates of each other. We're huge advocates for our athletes. We make sure that they get the best healthcare, make sure that they get the best performance care. We're there with them at their appointments. We're teaching them lessons throughout life. We're showing them new phases of life. When it comes down to being an athletic trainer, we are versatile. We're Swiss Army knives. We could fix a battery for our gator that gets us from point A to point B on a college campus, but at the same time, we are CPR and first aid certified, as the world seen with Damar Hamlin a couple of years ago. Believe it or not, some people still didn't know what athletic trainers were or what we did before that unfortunate event happened. So, um, we are at the front line of healthcare, not just for athletes. We're in the industrial setting. We're at the we're in airports when we're helping people who do all the baggage claims, and we're taking care of them. We're in clinics. We're in surgical rooms. Like,
Mm.
we're everywhere, man. And I think the biggest thing, that we're at performing arts, Cirque du Soleil. Like, we're everywhere. So everywhere where you see some type of activity or some type of physical movement or some type of working out, an athletic trainer is somewhere in there, and you may not be able to identify them, but somewhere, some behind every single active individual or professional athlete, collegiate athlete, high school athlete, youth sports athletes, or even in the hospitals, man. Like, there's athletic trainers everywhere. And the biggest thing is that we just love to be of service, and we just love to be selfless. Like, we thrive off of giving back in all types of ways. So that's the biggest thing about athletic trainers. We're frontline healthcare workers that helped out with bringing sports back from COVID, and
Mm.
that's a big accolade that in the time being was very, 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 very stressful. But I look back at it now and I'm like, yo, like, where I was at that point of time of collegiate, D1 collegiate, these D1 collegiate athletics, like, the world shut down, and we was part of that crew that had to sit on meetings with admin, that had to sit on meetings with a bunch of people, doctors, just to try to bring sports back. Like, it's crazy. So I love it. You know how much I love this profession, because at the same time, just to close out on that question, it helps me give back to y'all. Like, you bringing your family to a game, and y'all
Yeah.
close, y'all super close, and y'all get the best seats in the house just because of this profession is awesome. My own kids and wife and fam, it's the same thing, bro. Like, seeing my kids run through that tunnel and dap up these players and everything, like, it's amazing. There's things that that we didn't get to have growing up. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's crazy. So, it doesn't, overall, the profession is moving in the right direction of salary and paying how athletic trainers need to get paid, especially with holding 3 degrees. We're getting the respect that we need from other healthcare professionals that felt like we was the little brother of healthcare.
Mm-hmm.
Now we stepping now, and it's awesome just because at the end of the day, I know, I don't know, like, I could tell you right now, I know, and I'm not trying to throw no shade on no other um, professions, but I know a chiropractor who's sitting in the clinic that writes me on Instagram and says, "Man, like your life is amazing, bro. Like I see how your son and your daughter are loving the games and all that." And I know that that person's a multi six-figure person just from the skills that they possess. But I'm like, yo, like sometimes the payment is better in experience. Like I'm hopping on a chartered plane, like I'm
Yeah.
seeing the world, bro. I get to see y'all, like I get to see family members throughout the season just from where we go, man. So like just like anything athletic training, being selfless, it pays you back in many ways rather than just a bunch of money in your pockets. And don't worry, like food still got to go on the table, but it pays you back like in so many very glorious ways when you do it the right way and when you give back to it the right way.
Well, I think, man, I think everything that you said is it just speaks a lot about your character and who you are as a person. And for those that don't know you, I'm going to say it for them and to help them understand what you said too, because this guy right here is honestly the most selfless person, the person that will try give your shirt off his back just to so you can do what you got to do and survive. You know what I mean? And
Right, 100,
I
man.
think I think in your personal profession, like exactly what you said is you're in the service profession. You're there with the people on their lowest lows and the best of times and their worst of times. And I think you are the best person to have them to be by their side because you can step into a room no matter where you at and be yourself and that room just lights up. You know what I mean? And
Right.
when you're in a profession like that you're in, I think, and you know what? That's actually going to lead into my next question because
From doorstep to front lawn to light,